Hello, everyone. I hope all is well today. I'm so happy to be here with all of you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. We'll answer any and every question. We are so happy to be here with you. My name, we'll get to our names. Today we're going to talk about how can you join our full stack web development career track and join our 18th cohort. My name is Demian Vavanos, and I'm the co-founder and general manager at Social Hackers Academy.
And my name is Lim Kasarawi, and I'm the education manager at Social Hackers Academy. And I think I need to change that photo.
I'm sorry to say this, especially in public, but I think in all the pictures I've seen of you, you look like a serial killer. And I have to tell you, potential new students, that he's a very kind, gentle person. So don't be afraid, please. So our next cohort, class 18, starts on March 14th. We are going to teach web development, and the program lasts for 6 + 1 months. 6 months is the learning, 1 month is the final project, which is the biggest part of your portfolio.
Definitely. And the learning happens like from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Europe time. Your live sessions will be on Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m., but we will get to that in the next slides. And scholarships are available to refugees, asylum seekers, migrants, and unemployed people.
Yeah, so let's talk a bit about our holistic approach to employment. We are not just another coding bootcamp, but we offer a holistic approach to getting you employed. It all starts with the pre-course. So essentially, on March 14th, Amanpreet. Sorry?
Yes, you are right.
Yes. I'm talking to Amanpreet. He raised his or her hand. So please bear with us. And if you have your question, we'll answer every question at the end of the session. Let us go through our brief presentation. And if you still have this question, we'll answer it at the end. So at Social Hackers, 88% of our students have already found a job. Actually, this is graduates. Of all our graduates have found work as web developers in most cases. On week 1, so Monday, March the 14th, we're going to collectively start the pre-course. The pre-course is a mandatory step for us to accept you in our course. Even if you pay for the course or you take a scholarship, everyone has the equal, they must finish the pre-course before we ask them to join our next cohort. Some of you might have already started the pre-course. We invite you to start the pre-course on your own and even finish it. But you can also start it on March 14th collectively with all the people from your cohort. And this is a must-do for you to join our course. Then on weeks 3 to 26, we start the hard skills, the full stack web development course, where you will learn all the necessary languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB. You're going to learn, I know this might sound a bit bananas at you right now. After 6 months, it's all going to be very familiar and you're going to be able to code in all these programming languages. But we call our strategy, our approach holistic because we have a lot of soft skills. In all these years that we are graduating our students and placing them into jobs, most recruiters tells us that the soft skills are potentially more important than the hard skills, meaning your communication skills, teamwork, effective communication, presentation, all these skills are more necessary than your actually programming skills. And we do that by many things that we could not write just in one slide, but we offer a soft skills course, many workshops from our very talented employability team. And of course, you participate in a course we call How to Get a Dev Job course, which supports you in navigating the chaotic at the beginning process of getting a job. It's not easy at the beginning, but we have a process that makes it at the end easy for you. And after that, you have the graduation project from week 26 to 32, which is your main portfolio item. This is the portfolio you develop throughout the course. This is what makes you employable. It's not just the certification we provide, it's primarily the portfolio that you acquire throughout studying with us. Would you like to add something here, Slim, or should I proceed to the next one?
Yes, the portfolio and the skills, mainly for landing a job, the soft skills, as you already mentioned, with our employability team intervention with you. So you will be accompanied during the whole process. You won't feel alone. Don't worry.
Yes, in
So
no place you are alone in this learning process. You learn in a collaborative environment. You co-learn together with your fellow students and of course the team, our team. So what are the tuition options? You can pay up front. The cost is 497 euros. Or you can pay in 2 installments, which is 249 euros per installment. You pay this when you are accepted to the course. So when does that happen? After you successfully finish the pre-course, you have a meeting with Hanan from our employability team. Once she approves that you will be a student to our school, then myself, I send you a link that you complete the payment either way you choose. In the case of paying upfront, it's very straightforward. In the 2 installments, you pay the first time when we send you the link, and then exactly after a month, you pay the second. That is a calendar month. Please, the price, if you are shopping around, you'll see that our pricing is very small. We can do that because we are an impact organization, meaning we have donors, we have people supporting us in so many ways that enable us to give such a cheap price. So the value you receive, it's much more significant than the money you pay. Also, being an impact startup, we offer scholarships which are available exclusively. And I want to stress this point. This is exclusively. There are no other ways to get a scholarship. Zero. So please don't waste your time and our time in trying to get a scholarship if you don't belong to one of these vulnerable groups, which are refugees, asylum seekers, migrants, and unemployed, and you can prove it. It's not just for you to say that you are a refugee or unemployed, but you have to prove it, sorry, with an official, some sort of official paperwork from your country that proves your vulnerability. Please, again, don't waste our time. Don't waste your time. We don't have time for this. If you can't afford it, then please find other ways. This is, we only offer scholarships to people who can prove that they belong to these vulnerable groups.
All right. So what you will learn with us in the full stack web development course. So as Damian mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, so HTML and CSS, here we're gonna talk more in details. So you will learn about tables, form, working with media, box model, positioning, flexbox and grid, some CSS frameworks like Bootstrap and Tailwind, using animations, and preprocessors. Then you have also JavaScript, which is the programming language. So you will learn the basics and fundamentals, how to manipulate the DOM, the events, asynchronous, JS, API. I'm smiling because I think that for most of you now I'm speaking like
Mambo jumbo.
Mumble jumbo, yeah. But you will be very, you will be familiar with all these terms very, very fast. So React as a front-end library, Node.js Express for the backend, and as for the database, you will learn MongoDB and a library called Mongoose. And so when are the classes? So first we have two categories of students, the regular hackers and the weekend hackers. So the regular hackers are the people that, for example, are not working and can study during the week from, let's say, 5 to 9 p.m. So what we expect from you is to put as a minimum of 4 hours a day of learning, going through the course, doing your assignments and submitting them on time. So a regular week would look something like this. So let's say on Monday, you have, you start at 5, you start reading the material, you work on your assignment with your pair. At 7, you will have the live session. Then you can work on the code challenges when we are studying the JavaScript part. The coding challenges are to work on solo mode, not in pair. Then the other days, like as we said, 4 to 5 hours minimum of self learning. And on Discord, we have all the team on Discord. You have your class server. We will show you how to use the ticket tool when you are stuck, when you don't understand something and you have question. So that's how you reach out and try to get the help you need. So this is how a regular week would look like. And by the end of the week on Friday, we share with you the survey form. So every week we ask you to fill a form to collect a feedback from you regarding what was, let's say, the difficult part, the part of the course that you enjoyed learning, what was challenging. If you have any feedback to help us, let's say, improve or do something different way, so it benefits more our students. So this is mainly how the regular week looks like. Then,
but this is let me add here, Slim, this is apart from the live classes and the employability workshop, the rest is kind of optional. So you don't necessarily have to do it, for example, on Tuesday from 5 to 9. You can do it 4 to 8 or 4 to 6 and then start again at 9 o'clock until 11. This is apart from the live classes and like everything that has to do directly with our team interacting with you. The rest, you can do it at your own time, which is very, very important for us because we offer a very, very flexible environment for you to learn. This is a proposed timeline. This is what we suggest you do. The one certain thing is that you must spend a minimum of 20 hours per week for you. You can put these hours, you can put 8 hours on Monday, for example, and less hour, nothing at all on Tuesday because you have something going on in your life on Tuesday. So this is our proposed timeline. Of course, the live sessions, you have to be there, but even if you can't, as Slim will tell you later, we record the sessions. We suggest to everyone to participate live. So you have a question immediately, we can address it. But even if you can't make it at that time, the session is recorded and you can participate. You can watch it later.
Yes. So, and the second category is the weekend hacker for people that are working and cannot study that much during the week, because even being a weekend hacker, you might want to spare some hours during the week and study. But this is the, let's say, draft or how your day would look like. So let's say Saturday from 8 hours a day, since you're not studying during the week. So you start by, let's say, watching the live sessions, which are recorded and added to your class playlist on YouTube, and we will share the link with you when we start. You do the code challenges, you do the workshop, you watch the webinars or the employability workshops, since you're not attending them during the week, and you do your assignments and self-learning, and you will also be working with your pair. So, and in the pair system, so we try to match you with the category you belong to. So if you are a regular hacker, you will be matched with a regular hacker, so you can work together and fix the days and hours of studying. If you are a weekend hacker, we will match you with another weekend hacker to facilitate the interaction, so you don't have completely different studying time. So this is
we are very flexible on this. Sorry, Slim.
Yes,
I think your connection has a small problem, or is it just mine? I don't know. We are really flexible on this. Like flexibility is part of the game. We have many weekend hackers, for example, who manage to join the live classes, but only do that. So they participate in the live classes, but nothing else during the week. Some others do something opposite, so it really depends on your schedule. We have a way to support you. Also, our team is available during the weekend. So there is always someone there working from our organization to support you no matter what. And Slim, a graduate, Kato, I think I didn't tell you this. He calls Slim the ghost writer because he doesn't sleep. So if you have a question at 2 o'clock at night, Slim is probably there and he will answer to you. You want a call at 2 o'clock? He'll be there. 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it doesn't matter for him. He's always up. So our team is really, really there to support you, even in some cases in the crazy hours that Slim works.
Yes, and talking about hours, so I just want to mention another thing, is that our education team are available during the week from 6 p.m. till midnight, and during the weekend from 10 to 6.
Yes, but there's always someone like that's like the mandatory. They are there, but there is always someone around, Slim in this case, or Halim, or Yasmin, to
Yasmin.
yeah, there is always someone around to support you. So,
Yeah,
addressing the common
definitely.
myths. Who is a good programmer? He must be a great
A great
mathematician.
mathematician.
Not at all. No. It helps if you are a great mathematician. It actually nothing hurts. Everything you might have, every skill you might have so far, it helps. You are a good communicator, it helps. You are good at math, it helps. You are good at, I don't know, you are consistent, that helps. Everything can help. But you don't have to be a great mathematician to become a programmer. Another common myth is that programmers must have bad communication skills. I would say on the contrary, programmers should have great communication skills. And even if you don't feel like you have great communication skills at this time, we have created our whole process around you, further developing your communication skills. Another funny myth is that you should be able to fix a printer. No, you don't have to. It doesn't hurt to be able to fix a printer, but it's not mandatory.
You
Or
can always Google it.
yes. Next, another Slim's nickname is Google it, because whenever you ask him something, he tells you to Google it, and the solution is always there, much easier than him answering the question. Then is you don't have to be creative. I could argue creativity doesn't hurt, especially as you stop being a junior programmer and you are starting up to be mid-level towards seniority. You have to develop your creativity. And then that a good programmer must be a nerd and a lonely person. No, you don't have to be a nerd. You don't have to be a lonely person. You can be whoever you are. It doesn't matter. What matters is for you to develop the skills required to land your first job. This is what we are passionate about. We are not, we use education as the means to employment. Our program is focused on employment. And that's why we have the result of 88% employment rate, because we have a very, very strong focus on that. Then the chicken and the egg dilemma. Companies like a real world experience, but how can you prove that? Who was it, like the chicken first or the egg first? It's tough. It's tough to say, and you need to have some proof of your practical skills in order to be employed. But then the employers ask for experience. Thankfully, in programming, not as much. And even if you see some job advertisements, excuse me, some job advertisements that they are asking for experience, if you have a good, solid portfolio, like the one you develop throughout these 7 months of learning with us, it's enough. It's enough to get your first job. It's all about doing the first challenging thing, which is to get your first job. And what are other education alternatives? So, other private coding schools like us, we are essentially a coding school, a coding bootcamp, you can call us. So there are fees that start from 5,000 to 10,000 euros around the Mediterranean region. There are some other crazy bootcamps in the US asking for 30 to 60,000 euros. It's just crazy, really. We only charge less than 500 euros. We do that because we are not here to make profit. We are here to support you get a job. We are an impact organization. We are a non-profit. We don't make profit. We are not interested in profit. We are interested in you getting a job. Then there is mixed quality. There are some good bootcamps and some others which are not good. They are industry focused, so they do, as we do, focus on what the industry needs, which is very important. We have developed in the 4.5 years of our existence, we have developed our whole learning process through feedback from our graduates and industry. And it is a fast track. Like you can really get a job in 7 months at the end of when you graduate. Then there are the online MOOCs. This is like Coursera or EDX, where you learn from Harvard or Yale or all those fancy schools. And these are hard because it's hard to be accountable. You don't learn in a team. You don't have Slim when you don't submit your homework, sending you messages, calling you to say, ask why, hey, what's up, what's going on, etc., etc. And that's why Coursera, for example, has a 92% dropout rate. It's crazy. There is no peer-to-peer learning as we offer. There is a huge dropout rate, as I mentioned, and there is no employability support. Then universities, they have a very poor methodology, really. Their education system is really, really bad. It doesn't get you employed. It takes 3 to 4 years to actually study. The moment you graduate, what you have learned is already past. The industry doesn't need it anymore. It's really crazy. In this world of tech and which moves so fast, universities are really obsolete, in my opinion, and of course representing here SHA, in SHA's opinion as well. And there is a huge gap between the tech industry, innovation, and what they need, what the tech industry needs. We really understand the skills that recruiters need for you to get a job.
So what makes SHA special is the fact that you are having live classes twice per week as a minimum, and sometimes if we assess that you need another one, we will give you an extra session that we call extra love session. The second thing is the code challenges with live solutions. The solution so for the solution, the students will go with the instructor and try to solve the code challenge in the beginning of the class. You have a code review for your assignments every week. You will work in pair, so you can leverage your pair to help knowledge to go faster through the course. You will work on your communication skill, team working skills, like automatically by working with your pair. You will have the help desk, so the ticket tool on Discord I told you about previously, and we will show you how to use it. So when you are stuck, this is where you go to ask your questions. So one of us or one of your peers can help you with that. Mentors, the soft skills and the employability track workshop with our employability team. You have 2 events per month on a bi-weekly basis. So we have on every second week, we have a speaker that will join us for an event, and we will be discussing once a technical topic, and the other time something related to HR and soft skills.
Awesome. About the demand for software developers is projected to grow by 22% by 2029. It's crazy how much the companies needs the skill set that we teach. It's crazy. And the average projected growth rate across all occupations is about 4%. So in all industries, it's 4%. In web development, is 22%. There is a huge opportunity for everyone who is willing to do the hard work. Our program, the next 7 months are not going to be easy. They are going to be ultra hard. We ensure we push ourselves. Almost we meet every week and we ask, how can we make our program better? Which means harder. Because the harder we make it, the better we increase your chances of getting employed. So sometimes you will feel frustrated, you will feel that we don't care about you, but because we care a lot about you, we have made it very tough. We take pride in how challenging it is. And that's why we make you go through the pre-course to see who is willing to put the hard work and really invest time in changing his life through becoming a web developer.
So what it takes to succeed in the course? So first thing is determination and desire to reach your goals, to achieve something, to learn new skills that will help you land a job, change your life. Maybe like myself, I'm a career switcher. I wasn't like a developer before. I was a physiotherapist. I suck in maths. So if that recomforts you, so you need to be focused on your goal, self-management and time management and everything related to self-management. So time management, stress management, and so on. The growth mindset. So you need, and during this course, you, as Damian said, it will be tough but doable, and we will support you all along the way. So the growth mindset, when you are in your comfort zone, that's not when you grow. When you are facing challenges and feeling frustrated and sometimes you don't want to touch your laptop to code, but you do it because you know that what you need to do to succeed. This will develop your growth mindset if you don't have it already, and especially curiosity. So you need to be curious about what you are learning in order to excel in it. So we had a lot of students like through our 17 cohorts, and what I can tell you is that curiosity makes a very big difference. So you can see people that study at the same amount of time, the same amount of hour, not the same effort, because someone is more curious. So that person goes the extra mile and try to Google stuff and try to learn the whole image and so on. And you can see that in the final projects.
Yeah. Curiosity also has to do with going the extra mile. So we ask you, for example, every week, you have 1 to 2 homework assignments. Most of the times one. We see the students who are curious and do more, like build another feature or add something extra. Those are the students who have the mental strength to go through the process. Because Slim says it's doable. Yes, obviously it's doable. So many of our students have graduated and have found jobs. Curiosity is very important. I have noticed that you don't necessarily have to be curious to start with. Web development is at least for me, as I see it, is kind of a love-hate situation. So you either love it or absolutely hate it and drop out. So when you love it, you become curious. I am curious, for example, about entrepreneurship, about motorcycles. So this pushes me to learn more. I love traveling. This pushes me because I love this. I love my hobbies. I love my job. So I push myself. I became curious about stuff. So it's not necessarily something that you need to have right now. It can come to you. We have had many students who came for the wrong reasons in SHA. They came just to get a job, but they ended up becoming curious. They loved web development, and now they are in very, very good positions working as web developers. For me, I always talk about the why. Find your why. Take your time. You have still 2 weeks until we start the pre-course. Find your why. Why do you want to study with us? It's not about the investment. It's not the money or the scholarship. That means nothing to you. I hope. It's like find your why. Why do you want to become a web developer? And whenever you are challenged or feel like you cannot do it anymore, and it's going to be daily to weekly feeling. It's not like once or twice. It happens quite a lot because it's tough. It's just tough. We don't want to push you away. This is an info session. We try to prepare you for what you might face in the 7 months learning with us. So knowing your why right now will help you when you face the challenges, when you face the problems. You can go back to your why, and this will motivate you and give you the passion to proceed and move on. And we are here. We are here to help you in every crazy way. You can't imagine what our former students have asked from us, what situations they went through. They had babies while studying with us. They changed continents. Everything has happened, I think. So we are here to support you. It's our job. It's not just we are here to support you. This is our job. Our job is to support you, to listen to you, and make sure that you have all the tools for you to graduate. Would you like to add something here, Slim? Because I see you want to talk, I think, or not?
I agree with everything you said, and yes, so the why will help you, especially in that moment when you feel really down because you don't, let's say, understand how to do something or how to solve a challenge or how to fix a bug, and you want to just drop everything and that's it. When you think about
start running.
yeah, start running. When you think about your why, that will give you the energy to continue and put the effort. And this is very important in this field and in the tech and in the web development field. What you put is what you get. So if you put 2 hours per week, you won't get the result of someone putting 20 hours a week. So you need to really take it seriously from the very beginning, even if at some point at the beginning it will look like this is easy stuff and so on. Don't get fooled and release your guard. You need to be always alert and putting the needed effort, and that's how you will succeed.
So we want to wish you the very best of luck on your journey, on your life journey. And we really hope that you join Class 18 and you become part of SHA, where we are going to give you all the tools that you need to land your first job. Okay, so let me start by acknowledging everyone who is here. So thank you very much for staying this long. Amanpreet, I'm coming to you. Ahmed, Alper, Antonios, Bill, Bledar, Halim, Hassan, Ibrahim, Mazula. I'm sorry. I know I'm butchering your names. I always do that. That's like my second hobby after motorcycles. Metin, Natella, Nezat, Paul, Roman, Rudaina, sorry, Thanasis, Vasilis, Yasmin. Yasmin actually is part of our team. Yunese, Yusuf, Zeki, and Harilaos. Yusuf asks, it's not Diamond, it's Damien, by the way. And Slim,
You're not the only one butchering names here.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It was, Yusuf says that it was a very useful presentation. I'm quite excited. I would like to thank you and everyone who supported you for such an opportunity. Yes, we are very blessed with our supporters. We are very blessed to have all of you, our previous students. This is what makes us happy. This is what makes Slim not sleep at night. I am more of a morning person, so you find me in the morning. Slim, you can find him mostly at nights. So you know, we are here. We care. We really care. We have created a safe learning environment for you to land your first job. It just takes a long time. It takes 7 months. It takes a lot of determination, a lot of passion, a lot of energy. As Slim says, the more you put, the more you take. If you put little effort, you're going to. Bill asks salary after the course as a starter. This depends. Bill, where are you from? Greece. Okay, Bill, we have a lot of Greek graduates. I cannot answer you this question exactly because it really depends also on your previous background. So, for example, if you were a manager before, so let's say I know nothing about you. Okay, so, but let's say you are 40 years old, you are a career switcher, and you had managerial experience. So that will be part of the salary. So that could take you to a bigger salary. I cannot tell you because we are not going to hire you, probably. So I would say that in your pocket, it will go around 800 euros. And depending on your past work experience, you can go up to 1,000 euros. But I don't like to talk about starting salaries in general because it's not about the starting salary. It's not about the salary in general. It's about growing. So if you choose to have growth mindset and you find the best job for your growth, so you might get 2 job offers, which happens quite often. And you have a job offer of 800 euros and 950 euros, but in the 800 euros, you will have more growth opportunities. I will tell you to go to 800 euros. Of course, I'm not you. I don't know your financial situation. I don't know nothing about you, but I would push you if we talk with each other, or mostly with the employability team, we push towards the growth because this 800 euros in 1.5 years, depending on you, this doesn't depend on us. We just facilitate the situation, the learning process, and we provide the skills that you need. So in 1.5 years after you have your first job, you start becoming a mid-level engineer, especially in Greece. So then you could be making 1,500 euros in your pocket. It all depends on you. If this during the moment you start your first job and the 1.5 years, you are looking to only go to your job, work for 8 hours, and then go and play football, you might not get 1,500 euros. If you push yourself, if you keep developing your skills, if your hard skills, your soft skills, if you keep building projects outside of your work as well, if you participate in open source projects, then I'm pretty confident that you can land, you can make this kind of money. This is one of the things I love about the tech industry, because it's not about what kind of university you graduated. It's all about or who you were before. Slim was a physiotherapist. It's like totally random, and now he's here and he's pushing himself every day to become better. If you have that mindset, then you can make a lot of money. We have students who have graduated now for 3 years. They make very good money in Greece, very, very good money. And then you start looking for jobs outside of Greece, where you can make astronomical money. It all depends on you, Bill, and the rest. Sorry to focus on Bill. I don't know you again. It's all about your dream. It's all about your why, who you want to be. Do you have growth mindset? Recruiters will see this. You will start receiving messages in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like a social media, in case you don't know it. It's a social media for professionals, like the ones you're going to be. Thank you for your question, Bill. Mazula said, thanks. Adonios, thank you very much for this informative session. Nice to meet you, Damien and Slim. Bill, the minimum is the minimum wage of Greece. So it's like 600 euros. But I don't remember any of our students getting a minimum. The minimum goes to waiters and stuff like this. I would say the minimum is 700 to 800 euros. Hassan says, thank you so much. You're so educated and exciting educators. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Hassan, Slim, would you like to respond to Hassan's comment that says, thank you so much. You're so educated and exciting educators?
Thank you very much, Hassan. It really, this means a lot. Like when we have feedback from our student, our potential student, that we are giving you the motivation to go and do the course and so on. This is exciting, even for way more than for yourself, Hassan. So I can't wait to see all of you with us in the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's only me having a problem with your connection, Slim. But anyway, I am not an educator in SHA. I'm a general manager, so I don't teach, thankfully, because I don't know coding, which is fun. Because I studied computer science and I didn't become a programmer because I couldn't get it. It's not for everyone. It's okay. Bill says, I'm a nurse too. So, Bill, if you are a nurse, you have very good empathy skills. You have probably good communication skills. These are gold. These are gold in the web development because not everyone has the skills. But for the rest, who might be young, not have previous experience, don't worry. Bring whatever you have to the table. Bring your passion. Bring your why. This is how you will get employed. Your why. Why do you become a web developer? Natella says, thank you both for the presentation. I want to ask about the hardware we use. I'm thinking these days to buy a laptop. Should I take anything into account for the purchase? I mean, do we need something special when we code? Or even maybe if you have any advice to pay more attention to some specs. Slim, would you like to take this?
Yes, definitely. So you need to pay attention to the RAM of your computer. So 4 gigs of RAM will do, but I would, since you are buying a new one, and if you can afford it, like starting from 8, so 4, 8 are enough for studying and coding and so on. For the processor, like an i5, starting from i5, Intel 5 will do. And yeah, it's not, you don't need a very boosted computer to learn how to code.
Yeah, we've had students at the very beginning of SHA who studied with a tablet. You do need a keyboard and a mouse for sure. It's don't worry about spending a lot of money in a computer. If you can afford it, buy it. It's your pocket. I don't care. But don't worry about buying the very best. We have many students with 4 gigabytes of RAM. So as let's say you have 4 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, maybe you could install Linux. Slim has Linux, and I make fun of him every day because of that. You could install Linux or even Windows. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Take the best you can afford.
Yeah, we missed the question, Damian. So Roman said that thanks guys for the presentation. I have a question. How can I prove I'm not employed from Africa because I signed up for the scholarship because I'm a student? And this is important because I think when you are a student, you don't have the unemployed status.
If you are a university student, then you cannot receive you are not unemployed. When you are a university student, you are considered a student. You cannot be both a student and unemployed. So also Africa is not a country. So if you want to define which country you're from, if you have something specific, you can email us at admissions. I'm going to write it here for you. Any questions you have, you can direct them at admissions@socialhackersacademy.org. Okay. Okay, Bill says also cybersecurity. That's great, Bill. Thank you for Thanasis says, thank you for the presentation, guys. Could you give me more details about pair programming? Is it going to be live sessions between the two participants, or is it more like reviewing code of each other? Slim?
Both. You can do both. Yeah. So you can review each other code. When we will start generating the pairs, we will have private channels on Discord for you and your pair to communicate over that channel. So it's a way for us to assess how much you are working in pair, and you can have calls, like you set your schedule together to work together on the assignments, or to when you are stuck and you don't understand something.
I'm not sure if it's just me.
For opening a ticket,
sorry, Slim.
That doesn't help. You can ask help from your.
Yeah, Slim. Can you repeat it, because I think your connection is not that good today. I don't know.
Okay. Do you hear me better now?
Yes. Now it's good. So carry on with the half of the sentence.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, you can. So the pair programming is for you to work with your pair, to study together, to work on the assignment together. You can schedule your study hours, and it's not live sessions, but you can have calls and share screen over Discord. So yeah, we encourage you to work a lot with your pair.
Yeah, pair programming is, for me, having talked with hundreds of recruiters and HR managers, very important. Because when you start working as a junior developer, you will be assigned a senior developer to work with you, to guide you through the first months. This is the biggest problem for companies. Their senior developers are their biggest expense. They cost a lot of money. So they don't want to spend their senior developers' time on you if you don't have good communication skills, if you haven't worked in a pair before. We emulate this relationship through pair programming. And if it was up to me, you would be doing pair programming all the time, like all the time. So live classes, employability, and then pair programming. But our former students doesn't work like that. Natella, congratulations. I think he or she says that these days I started the pre-course on my tablet also. Congratulations. This is the hustle we are looking for. You can also finish it on your tablet, but we definitely don't recommend it. Guys, Blenders says, guys, what when you have 4 gigabytes of RAM, but you have a Mac Pro, it's the same? No, of course not the same. That's why we cannot tell you exactly what you need to have. For me, a laptop that is 5 to 7 years old is okay. Of course, we all prefer to have the very, very best laptop that costs €1,000,000. But right now we can't afford €1,000,000. So we have the best we can. And then when we have our job, you can buy a good machine. Nadella, thanks you, Slim, for the advice. Amanpreet, sorry, can I see presentation? I guess I was busy with something else, so I did less. So Amanpreet, tomorrow in our YouTube channel, Roman says Uganda. So you are from Africa, you're from Uganda. I'm not familiar with Uganda. You must find a way. We cannot find it for you. We have, in some countries we work a lot with, we know the legal structure. In Uganda, as far as I know, we don't know how it works. So if you are not a university student, then we must have some proof. Hassan says, I am an plan builder, but I will prove. I'm not sure I understand you, Hassan, to be honest. And then M. Asif on Q&A. On March 14th, the classes will be started or later. On March 14th, Monday, March 14th, we start the pre-course. But we want to invite you to start the pre-course already. Start today, start tomorrow, whenever you can, and finish it as soon as possible. So the classes, the official classes, will start 3 weeks after March 14th. And Ibrahim asks, what is the cost of your course? You can find this on our website, but it costs €497. Massive says thanks. Any last questions before we wrap it up? As mentioned, we are here. We can stay as long as you need. But
I just want to add something, Damian. If you are hearing me well, for those who registered in the Athena platform and didn't register, join Discord. So I'm putting the link in the chat.
Yes, you have. In case you haven't done it at all, please look at our emails that we sent you. It's very important. I cannot stress how important it is to read all of the email we sent you. It's very important. We give you all the information is there. So you must, to register to the pre-course and start, you need to be on our education platform, which we call Athena platform. And at the same time, you need to connect to Discord. Discord is like WhatsApp. It's a better WhatsApp. Thanasi says, well said, guys. Let's say I completed the pre-course. Am I supposed to attend live sessions of the first 2 weeks? There are no live sessions during the pre-course. We are just there to support you. There are no live sessions. Live sessions start at the end of the 3 weeks. Alper says, so just to clarify, 14th of March, actually, let me draw my calendar just to give you the exact dates. So 14th of March, we start the pre-course. Anyone who hasn't done it yet, start the pre-course. And then 4th of April, we go all in and we start the classes. So that's when the live sessions actually start. I hope it was better answer. Alper says, you said we could attend the pre-class from now. Yes. Could you please explain it again? Because of the connection quality, some points are still mystery for me. Okay, yes. So the pre-course is something that you do on your own. We want to see who is motivated enough to study on their own, to learn on their own, to go through the first problems on their own. And in the Discord, in our Discord community, we are going to have all your fellow students. Our team is there to support you in any way you want. Amanpreet asks, when is the next presentation? I'm not sure, to be honest. There is another, like a couple of days before.
No, the first day of the pre-course, we will have the meeting with the whole class on Monday. So that will be the kickoff, let's say, of the pre-course. Yeah. But I think Amanpreet is saying that because his next or her next message is, I miss out all today. So tomorrow we will upload the recording of today's session on YouTube, so you can watch it.
Yeah. You go to YouTube, you search for Social Hackers Academy, you go to our videos, you'll find it there. It's very easy. Rudaina asks, how much should I pay? We cannot give you the link right now, Amanpreet, because we don't have it. You will go to YouTube, you will search for Social Hackers Academy, and you'll find it. Rudaina asks, how much should I pay for the lesson? It's not a lesson, it's a whole 7-month program. So the whole program costs 497 euros. Amanpreet, I'm not sure I understand. I know, not now. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Go to YouTube tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, it will be there. For sure.
Or on Discord. We will share the link.
Mm-hmm. Another good reason to join the Discord. Actually, it's mandatory. So it's not, it's not optional, but yeah. Okay, Thanasis, great question, Thanasis. In case I cannot attend in the live session, who do I speak with? Slim shares the link every time the live session is the recording of the live session is uploaded to YouTube. And there is a playlist, right?
Yeah, there is a playlist, but I think Thanasis is asking from a regular hacker perspective. So if you're not able to join the session, you need to inform your instructor or myself.
Yes. So in your class, in every class we have, there is one dedicated instructor from our team. So you need to inform him or her that you will not be able to attend, and why, if you can share. And then watch the recording another time. But that's a great question, Thanasis. This is what we're looking for. Accountability. We need to know. Because if we know that you, this week, or for the next 3 weeks, you have an issue, family issue, problem, personal, whatever, we are there to support you. But we can only support you if you let us know. If you don't let us know, then we don't know how to support you, because we have our own problems, in our lives, and personal and professional lives. So we need to know what's going on, and that's a way we can support you. Trust me, there are always ways. There are thousands of ways we can support you. But we need to have a collaborative spirit. All together, we have the same goal. The goal is to become web developers. And if you have the same goals like us, then we'll make it happen. We have a lot of resources. We have unlimited almost resources for us to support you. Thank you, Thanasis. Thank you for acknowledging. The Adonios asks, the applications reviewal for the front-end development program takes place after the completion of the pre-course or some days after filling the student's form. So we don't, yeah, Slim, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I think Antonius registered for a previous class, so that's why he's mentioning front-end development. So now we are running a full stack development course. So it will take place after the pre-course is finished. So on the Monday, 4th of April.
Yeah, and we don't. Yeah, we don't really. Your application is not important. What's important to us is first for you to finish the pre-course, then to do the interview with our employability team, and third, to prove that you pay or to prove that you are eligible for the scholarship. These are the 3 steps. Essentially, the tough one is the first one, to go through the pre-course. Everything else, we have patience. But the first is mandatory. It's absolutely mandatory. Bledar asks, weekend hackers sounds very good for me because I work all week. Thanks again. Thank you, Bledar. That's the reason we implemented weekend hackers in the previous cohort. So the first 16 cohorts, we didn't have weekend hackers. But because of people like you, we implemented in our last cohort, and we are very proud, and it's working so well for us. Not so much because we have people working also in the weekend, so it's a bit crazy, but we have received so much positive feedback from class 17, and we're looking forward in doing that also in class 18. I want to say how thankful I am to the 22 of you joining today. You are still here. Like we started 22 or 23 or something. We are still 22. This means you are engaged and you are interested in what we do. So do we. Alper says, will you share the lecture notes and codes for our session preparations?
So Alper, to answer your question, I think you are seeing it from a perspective that the live session are the pillar of your studying. No, you have all the material needed in the course itself, and the live session are there to help you. So if there is slides, we can share the slides with you. If we go through exercises, we will share the code of the exercises with you. But don't put the live session as your main focus. Your main focus will be on the course itself, on the Athena platform, where you will have all the documentation and all the information you need for the course.
Everything is there. We upload it. We have a lot of content there. Live session is just another thing that we do. There are, I would argue, yeah, I don't know. For me, pair programming is the most important, to be honest. Like understanding more like how companies work and stuff. Pair programming for me and the homework. We haven't talked about the homework a lot. We used to bully our students into this. The homework, that's the important. Whatever builds your portfolio, that's the important thing. Because the portfolio makes you hired. It's not me. It's not Slim. It's the portfolio you develop through your course that gets you hired eventually. Thanasis asks, I have completed the interview with Hanan, but didn't receive an email to proceed. Did I miss something? No, Thanasi, we are going to, if you have done this already, congratulations, first of all. So everybody, let's clap Thanasis, who has finished the pre-course and has done the interview with Hanan. So you will eventually receive an email. Or if you feel like it has been more days than you would like, follow up with her. These are very important skills. Asking this question, you ask it in a nice way, Thanas. Following up, all these skills, all these things that we do, we don't do it randomly. We have had hundreds of students, hundreds of placements, and we have done this to maximize your skill development. I'm not sure why Hanan, to be honest, at this time hasn't sent you an email, but yeah, still do it eventually. The moment I sent how thankful I am for the 22 attendees, like the next second, one person left. So I'm not going to say it again.
Never again.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, gals, any other questions? Is there anything else that you would like us? Of course, this is not the end. You have Discord. Go there, talk with each other, jump on a call with each other, build a relationship beforehand. These are gold for us. This is what we're looking for. Mazula says, actually, me personally, I'm really fascinated to listen to you guys. Thank you, Mazula.
Thank you.
I am also fascinated by Slim not sleeping at night, but I don't know how he does it. But I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so
I don't know how you do it.
Yes, exactly. For me now, 8 o'clock, I'm preparing to go to bed. No, 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock Greek time. Yeah. Is this solo? Would you like to take on Roman question?
Yeah, actually, when we will start the course, we will give you all the steps. So, for example, for some weeks you have, let's say, 1 or 2 assignments. So we're not following on you on a daily basis, but let's say the week is split into sprints. So for the first sprint, let's say it's from Monday to Wednesday, you need to submit the assignment and finish the content of that sprint by Wednesday midnight. So we will share all these steps and information with you guys when we start the course. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So the frame before 9 p.m. is, as Damian said, is just a draft. Is to show you how you might do, how your weekly schedule would look like. So yeah.
Sanasi, I totally agree with you. Early bird gets. I think it's early bird gets the worm. I think that's how the saying goes. But anyway, yes, the early bird. But the good thing about having a very diverse team, we have 14 people in our team. We come from 8 or 9 different nationalities. Our diversity is our strength. So me, I don't get how Slim sleeps, doesn't sleep at night, and he doesn't, the opposite. So like together, the 14 of us makes a very, very good, solid team. So I agree with you, obviously, but you know, what's right for me, it's not right for you, it's not right for the other person. It's all about finding what's right for you and going at it. It doesn't, whatever skills you have, whatever your background is, it doesn't matter. It's who you want to become, it's who you want to be. And take this. Slim takes this. I take this. You should appreciate what you have. Bill asks, books or PDFs for reading? No, we don't have books for sure. We are not big fans of formal education. We are not a university. I personally make fun of universities, but that's just my opinion. No, there are some PDFs. There is a lot of online reading. a lot of outside resources. Also, in our education platform, there is a lot of reading there.
Exactly. Start the pre-course, you will get exactly how it works.
Yeah. In the pre-course, we have tried to emulate as much as possible. We can't do the pair programming in the pre-course because in every cohort we have like 300 applications, so we couldn't manage this amount of admissions. But it's pretty similar to what it's going to be: videos, it's going to be audios, PDFs, websites, live sessions. It's everything, but not books, not formal books. We don't like books. As I say, I personally love books. Any questions? Bill, talking. Just wanted to say, you are a nurse. You have cybersecurity background. You are ready. You are ready for it. But if you don't have it, it doesn't matter, because you have. Each one of us, we are unique. We are great in our own way. Let's use whatever strength we have, and what we lack, we are going to develop through the course. Roman, there is no such thing as failing the pre-course. There is either finish or not finish. As Master Yoda from Star Wars says, there is either do or do not. There is no failing. So if you want to do it, you will do it. If you don't have the motivation to do it, then you will not do it. It depends on you. We have made it in a way that everyone can finish the pre-course. Everyone who is motivated can finish the pre-course. It's not, for some people it's hard, for some people it's less hard. It really depends on you. Bill asks, the 2 of 249 euros, how would it pay? So Bill, you would pay the first 249 euros the moment you get accepted from us. So to get accepted, let me recap. For us to accept you, you need to finish the pre-course. First, the most important. Second, go through the interview, probably with Hanan from our employability team. And then we send you the link to make the first payment. Once you make the first payment, then in exactly a month, we will ask you, after a month, we will ask you to make the second payment. Rudaina, in a bank account. You pay using a card, Bill. If you have any problems, anyone who has any problems, issues with payments and stuff, I take care of that. And you can send me your questions in this email. This is just for accounting stuff. If you want to reach out for me for any other reason, I'm on Discord, but best way to reach out to me is through my email. So that's my email. Rudaina, I'm not sure I understand. Will you continue in this field, Slim? You know, okay, I'm not sure. Rudaina, maybe give us a bit more context.
Yeah.
After the course ends, we'll take a certification. Yes, Bill, we do give you a certification that proves that you have sufficiently graduated with us. But, and of course, it matters. It is a certification. It's in English, yes. Everything we do is in English. What really matters is your portfolio. This is what gets you hired. Even with a university degree, it's not the university paper that makes you hired. It's the skills that you developed. And in our case, with the coding bootcamp, you have proof through your portfolio that you have the skills. Yes, portfolio equals projects. Yes, that's a great, yes. Projects and assignments. So like each assignment, homework you do every week, you upload it to your portfolio on GitHub. GitHub, if you don't know what it is, go ahead and Google it. Sorry for taking your job, Slim. I know you. This is your what you love to say, but yes, I can also say. Yes, you develop many projects, but the most important project is the final one.
Yeah.
Yes. We are also here to learn. I don't know what happened. Someone came back. When I said that 21 was here, the 22nd came back. I said him or her my energy. I said, come back. And he or she came back. Good. You don't go. Nobody goes.
Nobody goes.
Okay, maybe we go. You can stay here for a few hours. I don't know. Talk to each other. No, I'm just kidding. Any questions, thoughts? Okay, Thanas asks, do you know anyone having an academic background but not in computer science, started from front end and made his way towards backend?
So first of all, Thanasis, in this course, you will study full stack. So when we say full stack, it implies front end and back end. But to answer your question, yes, we know a lot of people when we was doing only front end course that took the extra mile, and within the 6 months, they learned backend and they created a full stack application for their project.
And
So
and
this is
yeah, or a student when we were teaching the front end found a job as a backend developer, purely backend. We didn't teach him that, but we taught him all the other skills that are required: how to learn, how to work in a team, how to develop your skills. All these things are important. These are the important stuff. And about academic background, it doesn't hurt to have a computer science background, of course. If you have a computer science background, many things are going to be so much easier for you in our bootcamp. But this is not as important as you might think. What's important is your why. Why do you want to invest 7 months? Why is this course important to you? We have had, really, Thanasis, we have had, I mentioned before, hundreds, all crazy stories. We had a student who was a glass artist. She was making glass art with glass, and now she's a front-end developer. It really doesn't matter. Slim was a physiotherapist. How further away from coding can you get than a physiotherapist? I don't know. It really doesn't matter. But computer science doesn't hurt. That I can agree.
It helps.
Yeah.
But it's not mandatory to have any IT background because the course is designed for people that doesn't have an IT background.
Yeah. And the people who do have some IT background, it's just going to be a bit easier for them.
Not that much, yeah.
Yeah. But that's on the hard skills. On the soft skills or employability skills, that's the important stuff. Okay, so Slim, what do you say? Should we wrap it up?
I think yes. And just to answer Rudaina's question, we will continue in this field. The way I understood it, myself, I will continue in this field. The people that joined SHA and became web developer, they continued and they are doing great. So I hope that answers your questions.
If that's your question, then I could say that the tech industry is so big So you can start as a web developer. The important thing is to land your first job. That's the hardest thing. Once you achieve that, then you start getting options. For me, I would suggest if you're looking for a lot of money, I would suggest you to be a developer forever. That's going to make you the most money. But you can jump to other less technical things, but stay in the tech industry. That's the thing. To stay in the tech industry, you can become a quality. You can become quality analyst, quality assurance. Sorry. You can become a scrum master, a product manager, a project manager, anything. There are so many fields inside. The tough thing is to enter, to put your foot in the door. Once you do that as a developer, then it opens up for you. But then it depends also on your curiosity. What are you curious about? For me, personally, like as a person, forget me as I say, I'm a very, very curious person. I want to learn stuff. I want to keep evolving. And that, for example, if I would become a web developer, I would definitely change a lot of things. I would change from career, become Scrum Master, product manager, product owner, project manager. I would jump. But this is just me, because I'm not motivated from money. I am motivated from my curiosity. Some others are motivated by money. Great. Thanasi says that personally he sees the remote working option as a huge advantage. Yes, it obviously is. But Thanasi, I want to tell you that it's all about the competition. Okay. We mentioned, and it's true, that companies really, really need web developers. So that's why 88% of our students, of our graduates, are placed. But the competition for remote jobs is so much more than physical jobs. So I would say that very, very few of our students, their first job was remote. Very few. But once you grow, and after a year and a half, you are reaching a mid-level engineer, then you start having options. And then a remote option comes as well. It all depends on how good of a developer you are. You can work for Google. If you have the unique skill that Google and Facebook is looking for, you can work remotely for them. But I don't think that you can do that as your first option. You can do a hybrid. Some companies do hybrid, so like some physical, some remote. But fully remote, the competition is much more. Vasilis says, could you please explain the acceptation and rejection procedure concerning the candidates? Are there any specific criteria? Thank you. Vasily, pretty much everyone who graduates, who finishes the pre-course, gets accepted. Let me share a story from class 17. So there was this guy, this Egyptian guy. He finished the pre-course amazingly, very fast, very well, very good student. And then I had the meeting with him at that time. And he couldn't speak a word of English. He couldn't understand a single sentence. Like not missing a word here and there. No, couldn't understand anything. So I sent a message to Slim and I tell him, Slim, please reject this person because he cannot participate. If you cannot, it's okay to not speak English. None of us are native English speakers. Okay, but not be able to understand anything, that's a problem. And what did you do, Slim?
I didn't reject him because like he went through the pre-course since we weren't discussing like in video calls or voice calls. He were managing to study and to communicate like using Google Traduction or so on. So we had a deal that he will also learn English within the 6 months and that he will present his project in English, and he stayed with us. We cannot reject someone who has that will to learn and that motivation. Like the language is an obstacle, but if the person is willing to overcome any obstacle, we will be definitely there to support you.
Yeah, pretty much. We don't reject anyone. We like to keep this option and mention it, that it is an option, because it hasn't happened so far. But if you have the meeting and then you make fun of our team member, or you swear at her, or you do something inappropriate, then of course we are going to reject you. So we look for motivation. Are you motivated? Did you finish the pre-course? Then it's 99.9% sure that we are going to accept you. And this goes for everyone, paying students, scholarships, everyone. We treat everyone fairly and equally. For example, in this case, I had an opposite opinion than Slim with the Egyptian guy. But Slim was certain that this guy, and I could also see it in the guy, he was very motivated indeed. So Slim took the decision, and now he's doing all right, you know? So it all has to do with who you are. Bill asks, after we take the certification, immediately, will you push us to the companies for the job, or this will be our job to find the ideal company job for us? That's a great question. Bill, thank you for all your questions. Really, it makes our job so much easier. Instead of us talking and talking, although you might have noticed I love talking about SHA, Slim, the same, but it really helps us to give you more information, because this is the info session. This is what we're here to do. So at the beginning of SHA, I will take the long route. Sorry, Slim. At the beginning of SHA, we were trying to bring the companies to the students. This didn't work as we wanted. It works better if you go to the company. The good thing now, after 4.5 years, is that companies knows about us. So when you apply to the company, then they probably know about us, especially in the countries we focus, like Greece, Tunisia, Egypt, around Europe, I would say in general. So in general, we are well known. So our certification matters. But then we do have other stuff. We have, for example, the career days, where we bring companies and they do interviews with you. So we do bring companies to you to do interviews during the career days. Or we might have a specific company which is looking for a specific skill. So one company is looking for someone who knows great Python, for example. Although we don't teach Python outside of the pre-course, companies come to us with random and crazy requests sometimes. So then we introduce. Also, by when you graduate, we will have a platform. Actually, it's already built, but we will be using it more, that we connect you with companies. So we do both, but we've seen it's much easier and faster for you to go out there and hunt. Let me make this analogy. Getting your first job is like hunting. You have to survive, Bill. You have to survive to feed your family. To feed your family, you must go out and hunt. So if you wait as a sniper, you wait, you might kill one, you might get one interview, 2 interviews, 3 interviews, but maybe you need more, because in your first interview, you're probably going to do bullshit. Second interview, again, similar. but you have our employability team that supports you along the way, gives you feedback, talks with the recruiters. So it's a bit of both, but I personally am a hunter. I like to go out there and hunt and bring the result I want to my family. So if the result is to get a job, then you must go out there. But there are many ways that you can land a job. It all depends on your determination. If you are passive in your life, you are not going to get great results. If you are a hunter, if you are active, those are the people who get the job done. Slim, Athanasis asks, could you mention real quick what are the CSS basics and dev tools you mentioned on the curriculum?
So so the CSS basics are kind of the box model, the positioning, floats, like selectors, properties. But I mean, if you go and check our landing page, you will see the detailed curriculum there, and you can then Google them one by one and start practicing your Googling new skill. And the dev tools and the dev tools we mentioned are the dev tools like on the browser. You can inspect the web pages layout and to see how the page is built and inspect specific component of that page and see, let's say, how much margin, what is the color that they are using, if they are using a background image or something like that. So I cannot really tell you real quick what are the CSS basics, because that's what we are
it takes a month to teach.
I cannot say it in yeah. So yeah, but if I think you are on Discord, and if you have technical question, you can drop them on Discord and we can discuss this more in details later on.
And preferably on Discord, ask it on the public channel, because the question you have, someone else might have it, probably has it. So be open. We are all, you all start from the same place. So let's start collaborating more. Harilaos asks, am I going to be able to work as a freelancer? Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Harilaos says, am I going to be able to work as a freelancer by the end of the program as an option, so as to help myself grow a better portfolio in order to possibly land a job at a company easier? Feeling ready to prove my worth through my knowledge and effort is very important to me. Harilaos, again, I don't know anything about you, but you just having this mindset right now, I can tell you that you don't need to become a freelancer. It's all about the mindset. It's all about how you think, because how you think will project who you become. And from your question, I think you have very good chances of graduating. So let me share some stats. Only 4% of our students work as freelancers. About 7%, I think, have started their own companies, their own startups, and 89% work in companies. So what we prefer, because we think it's best, this is just us though. We don't live your life, Harilaos, or anyone else's life. So our goal is to place you in companies. That's what we want to do. I don't want to say in your case, because Harilaos, just asking this question, you are on the right way. But there are we have all kinds of graduates. We have graduates who found amazing jobs before graduating. We have graduates who had multiple freelancing clients before they finish before finishing the course with us. and then they started their own, they got employed in a company. What I can say, it depends again on you. So if like it can take you from 1 day to 60 days to get a job. It might take you longer. If you feel that you need a bigger portfolio, then you should work as a freelancer. But this, I would suggest that you talk about it with your employability officer. He or she will guide you better to make this decision. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a bigger portfolio. You know, in this case, unfortunately, not just in this case, size matters. So the bigger, the better your portfolio is, the easier it's going to be for you to land your first job. So since you already have this mindset, Harilaos, I would suggest that you start building projects right now. The easiest thing you can do. Go pitch your uncle, your friend, build a website for free. You know, the thing about freelancing is that it keeps you in motion. You don't let it go. You push yourself through the freelancing experience. So yeah, it can't hurt, but this is not our goal here. Our goal is to get you placed in a company. Some others, the 4% I mentioned, it's a very small percent, obviously, they prefer the flexibility of freelancing, you know? Okay, good, go for it. Please keep the questions coming because Slim now recently moved in a new house and he is standing all this almost 2 hours. He doesn't have a proper desk and chair. So let's keep him standing for another hour and a half, please. Let's keep these questions coming.
And let's do some stretching meanwhile. I think we're good with questions.
You're just saying that because you want to sit down. But no, I think more questions are coming. Let's talk about freelancing strategy, Harilaos. So, no, we actually do have a freelancing course, how to start your freelance career. Thanasi, I have a standing desk because I've chosen it. In Slim's case, he has a bar at his house, apparently. So it's not a standing desk per se, it's a bar. So yes, that's something worth investing in, a standing desk, for sure. Bill, I come from Greece originally. Slim comes from Tunisia. But I told you, our team comes from 8 or 9 different countries. But doesn't matter where you come from. Right now, I am in Albania. I'm doing a road trip. So right now I'm in Albania. Yesterday I was in Kosovo. This internet allows us to do great things, you know. Yes, we are a multicultural team. We take big pride.
Yes.
Because we have multicultural students also. They come from, I think it was 28 countries. Currently, our students who study right now with us comes from 28 countries. Everywhere is an option to work, Bill. I would say that in UAE, you have stronger chances. Not chances. For me, I told you earlier that 88% of our graduates find work. That's just the rest of the 12% are not looking for a job anymore. They don't want to become web developers. For me, everyone who graduates and works and hustles and is motivated to become a web developer eventually find work wherever he or she is. Doesn't matter where you are. Okay, if you are in Silicon Valley, yes, it's easier, of course. And for the salary, yeah, salaries, is a bit weird because you might in Silicon Valley we hear like some crazy salaries, but if you go and actually live there, then you don't make that much money. You might make $100,000, but if half of that, if your rent is your rent, then you make no money. Remote jobs are great, but as mentioned before, at this time, I think in as the needs of the companies keeps becoming bigger and bigger for web developers, they are going to be opening more and more remote jobs. COVID really helped in that, for sure. But remote jobs are harder to find because the competition is bigger. It's all about getting your foot in the door, getting your first job, whatever it is, wherever it is. Get your first job, the rest is easy. Okay, good people, I think we should take care of Slim because you can go to sleep. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. I will. Thank you all very, 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 very much for your active participation. Feel free to reach out to us on Discord, on our email addresses. You can find us very easily. That's the easy part. So we invite you in studying with us. Roman, you asked my favorite question, man. How does SHA compare to Udemy or Udacity? I'm sorry, Slim. It's going to if you want to leave. This is one of my favorite questions. It would be even better for me if you ask how it compares to university, which I hate even more. We kind of answered that question during our presentation, but let me get back to it. So Udemy or Udacity or all these platforms, for me, they claim to do online teaching, and it does happen online. But what they did is they took the offline part of teaching, which is the teacher is the center of the attention. He knows everything. So he just teaches you. There is no collaboration. We flipped it. We did the other way. The teacher, Slim, and his team is not the most important thing. Your needs are the more important thing. So we have created a collaborative environment that you learn from each other. And we just facilitate the process of you learning. We just make sure that you actually get to the results that we want you to get. So Udemy is just videos, nothing else. As Slim mentioned before, we have live classes. You can ask the professor immediately. We have a ticket box, a help desk box. So if you have a question, you submit a ticket and the team answers you. You have a team you learn from, you work with. You have your coding buddy. You have the employability team. We have the soft skills course, how to get a dev job course, the freelancing course. We prepare your CV. We prepare your LinkedIn. We do a holistic approach. Udemy claims, because I don't think they achieve that they teach you the hard skills. And for some students, it works, yes. But in Coursera, which are a huge company. They have raised millions upon millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. They have 92% dropout rate. They suck because now we're going into business talk, but they do things that scale. They care about having big numbers. They care about saying we have 1 million students. That's what's important to them. What is important to us is to make you graduate. So we do everything that's needed for that to happen. They don't care about you getting a job. We care because not only we have donors giving us money, not only we have volunteers working with us for free, we care. And this is our selling proposition, that 88% of our students, of our graduates, get a job. This is our selling point. Udemy is passive. And it might cost 10 euros or 20 euros, but there is no one there. We have a team of 14 supporting you. Okay, not 14, because we have the fundraising team who doesn't support you, supports only the people for scholarships. But anyway, we are here. We are here to do whatever it takes. I agree with you, Roman. Thumbs up. Okay, that's it. Let's slim rest a bit.
Finally free.
Okay, thank you all once again. Thank you. Bless you. Good night to you, Bill. Thank you, Antonios. And good luck, everyone, with the pre-course. Go ahead. Discord, Athena platform. Thank you all. Thank you, Thanasi, Ibrahim, Joyce, Emma Sif, Mazula, Metin, Atela, Nejat, Paul, Roman, Rudaina, Adonios, Bill, Bledar, Halim, Alper, Yusuf, Zeki, Harilaos, Vasilis, Yasmin, Joyce, everyone. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to have you with us in class 18. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely night.
Bye. Take care. See you on Discord.